Every election season, party list and interest groups gather in front of the Comelec main office to register in the hopes of seating seats in the House of Representatives. However, a lot of voters are still confused about the very core of party list representation. So here I am to help you. I am Faith Flores, your guide within the core. First, what is a party list system? The party list system is a mechanism of proportional representation in the election of representatives to the House of Representatives from national, regional, sectoral parties, organizations, and coalitions registered with the Comelec. Component parties or organizations of a coalition may participate independently, provided that the coalition they form does not participate in the party list system. Initially, the party list was open to the underrepresented community sectors or groups, including labor, peasants, urban poor, indigenous cultural, women, youth, and other such sectors as may be defined by law, except the religious sector. However, a 2013 Supreme Court decision clarified that the party list is a proportional representation system open to various groups and parties, and not an exclusive exercise to marginalized sectors. National parties or organizations and regional parties or organizations do not need to organize along sectoral lines and do not need to represent any marginalized and underrepresented sector. Although these sectors and groups hope to be represented, only some are allowed to be official party list candidates. To ensure that the party list system is not abused and the electoral system is not put into mockery, Section 6 of RA 7941 authorizes the Comelec to refuse or cancel, after due notice and hearing, the registration of any national, regional, sectoral party, organization, or coalition upon a verified complaint of any interested party or on its own discretion. So, what are the grounds for refusal and cancellation of registration of party lists? Can a religious sect register? How about foreign parties? So does it have to be an advocate for solutions to local problems only? The law provides that a religious sect or denomination, organization, or association for religious purposes cannot vie for representation in the House of Representatives. In the words of Attorney Hilbay of UP College of Law, a religious party list in the legislature would violate the non-establishment clause because an accredited party list organization is no longer just a private community of believers, but an officially sanctioned and subsidized group. The Constitution prohibits this kind of excessive entanglement between the church and the state. Separating the church from the state means prohibiting agents of the church from becoming agents of the state. Notably, a party may be denied registration for the party list system if it is a religious organization or organized for religious purposes. As a ground for disqualification that the law provides, there must first be a determination and a positive finding that the party to be disqualified is a religious organization. The law also discourages party lists that advocate violence and unlawful means to seek its goals to be part of the roster of qualified party lists. To properly establish this ground, convincing proof must sufficiently exist to cancel the registration of a party list. When the Macbayan bloc was faced with cancellation of their registration on the grounds that they advocate violence and unlawful means for being associated with the NPA, the Comelec ruled that the petitioners failed to provide substantial evidence to prove that such ground was the case.
Likewise, the Party List System Act also allows the Comelec to cancel the registration of any group, which among others is a foreign party or organization, or a local party or organization receiving support from any foreign government, foreign political party, foundation, or organization, whether directly or through any of its officers or members, or indirectly through third parties for partisan election purposes. Also, if a party list violates or fails to comply with laws, rules, or regulations relating to election, such party's registration is also cancelled under the Party List System Act. Declaration of an untruthful statement in a petition for registration or in any other document pertinent to the registration and/or accreditation under the party list system is akin to material misrepresentation in the certificate of candidacy filed by an individual candidate under Section 78 of the Omnibus Election Code. A party that has ceased to exist for at least 1 year is also prescribed from participating in the election. The plain, clear, and unmistakable language of Section 6, Paragraph 8 of RA 7941 provides for two separate reasons for delisting a party list group. First, that if a party list fails to participate in the last two preceding elections, and second, if it fails to obtain at least 2% to move the votes cast under the party list system in the two preceding elections for the constituency in which it has registered. Opposition to a petition for registration is not a condition precedent to filing a complaint for cancellation. In Veterans v. Comelec, the Supreme Court ruled that in imposing a 2% threshold, Congress wanted to ensure that only those parties, organizations, and coalitions having a sufficient number of constituents deserving of representation are actually represented in Congress. If a party list fails to obtain these thresholds in the two preceding elections for its registered constituency, its registration is cancelled. In conclusion, the party list system was enacted with the end goal of broadening the representation of people in the legislature in consonance with the theory that the people must take part in legislation since sovereignty resides from such. As discussed, the law provides limitations in order to avoid making the electoral process a mockery and to truly achieve the objective of representing the national parties or organization, regional parties or organizations, and sectoral parties and organizations. In every election, be sure to vote for a party that truly represents a cause, since a party list representative has the same power as a legislative representative. Vote wisely. That's all for our report. Thanks for watching. I am Genesis and have a great day.